time I did that, I broke the mic. How you guys doing tonight? Good. All right, thank you, Tony and Vicky and all the comedians. Everybody done chewing? We got a lot of laughs left. So, this is what you need to know about me. I'm Blaine Langberg. I live with my wife, my 3 daughters. I work with 8 women at my orthodontic office.
Congrats.
Clearly, I'm a toilet seat down kind of guy. Thank you very much. I'm very blessed. I may be a little cranky tonight because I'm PMSing, but so bear with me. So you know what I had to... Oh, now they're heckling tonight. Now I took all night for the last comedian. Here we go. I got to work on my interaction here. So you know what I had to do to be an orthodontist? And don't answer that. It's a rhetorical question. So the first 2 years of dental school were with the medical students. And my very first medical rotation, I'm assigned to a gastroenterologist. In walks Dr. Strang. Today, class, we're doing a unique procedure. We're seeing an anal dilation. Say what? An anal dilation is when a patient is having a hard time taking a crap. So we go in there and we stretch out the anal sphincter. That's what I thought. Are you kidding me? All I want to do is be an orthodontist. Straighten teeth for a living. Fight the good fight against crowding. Close that maxillary midline diastema. Create beautiful smiles that last a lifetime. That's in my new patient brochure. But I am literally bending down underneath somebody's asshole while Dr. Strang uses 4 fingers and a dollop of KY jelly while he dilates an anus. Talk about starting from the bottom and working your way up your profession. But here I am. So my parents just got a COVID canine. That's, again, another rhetorical question. You don't have to say what that is. I'll tell you. It's when you're cooped up in quarantine and you decide to buy a pet, okay? Now, my parents are 78 and 76. You think they'd buy like a non-active pet, like a goldfish, or maybe a police dog that was relegated to desk duty? Or a guiding eye for the blind dog that went blind? But no, they buy a 3-month-old Shih Tzu named Maisie. Now don't get me wrong, Maisie's adorable for you dog lovers, but my 2-legged sister and I are so jealous of that mutt. She gets better toys than we ever did growing up. They feed her farm to table. Our best meal once a month was a Hungry Man dinner. And the vacations, our favorite vacation was in New Jersey. Great adventure. She's been to the 4 seasons at Hawaii. I didn't know it was the 4-legged seasons. And now they're planning her bat mitzvah when she turns 3. They're calling it her bark mitzvah. That bitch is cutting into our inheritance. We're gonna have to go thirsies on the will. So you guys are seeing a special treat tonight. You're seeing the love child of Larry David and Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. What do you think of it? And I was raised by Bob Saget. I know, I look like Larry David and Bernie Sanders pooled their money together and got a haircut. Okay, who's happy that the handshake is back? Anybody? All right, a lot of germaphobes here, I get it, okay? But I personally am happy that the handshake's back. You can tell so much about a person by the handshake. You got the vice, those guys are controlling. You got the lingerer when they won't let go. Codependent. And I hate the dead fish. That's where you go in for the squeeze and they don't squeeze back. That person has given up on life. You know what's worse than the dead fish though? The accidental dead fish. That's where you go in for the squeeze, they prematurely squeeze before you can fully engage. You become the dead fisher, not the fishy. That happened to me last week in my office. I'm interviewing a new assistant, okay? First of all, she shows up. I should have hired her right then. Who shows up in the time of COVID? COVID? Nobody. Okay, now she makes a great impression. Very well dressed, well spoken. I go in there for the shake. She grabs my 3 fingers. I had no leverage for the completion of the shake. I'm in handshake no man's land. She didn't give me a fair shake. And all through the interview, I couldn't pay attention because I know she's thinking, that Dr. Langberg has given up on life. I can't work for him. I couldn't hire her. Now I just go in for the hug no matter what, no questions asked. And if another person steals a People magazine from my office, I'm gonna lose it. You think they're more valuable than cryptocurrency? My God. And then, last week I had a patient, not even a mom, an aunt. Okay, masks are still mandatory in my office. I'm not getting political. Her mask, though, was underneath her nose. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's like wearing a diaper and not covering up the asshole. It is not doing any good. That's my last public service announcement for tonight. Thank you. So I'm driving home from work. All of a sudden, ooh, damn it. Everything okay, officer? Your license plate expired, sir. I didn't know they went bad. How do I get out of this ticket? Then I remember, officer, I have a patient. Officer Brookside, he has Invisalign. He said to use this card if I ever need it. I'll be right back. He's at the cruiser. I'm like, I got out of that one, Langberg. Then I thought, oh my God, I just violated my patient's HIPAA compliance. I bet you the cop is back in the cruiser right now. Dispatch, we got a 1029, 76, 30, 82, HIPAA violation. I'm gonna need backup on Farmingville Road. And then the HIPAA police are gonna SWAT down, run to my car, cuff me and carry me off. My career's ruined over an $89 ticket. But the cop comes back. Dr. Langberg, you're all set. And I got this tooth right here. What do you think of Invisalign for me? Now I got to do a curbside consult, and I'm hungry as hell. I'm just glad I'm not a proctologist. And here's a spoiler alert. Invisalign is not invisible. You can see those boulders a mile away. Okay, so I just turned 49. And I'm coming to grips, I'm coming up on 50. But the problem is, everybody is aging me lately. Last week, I'm at lunch with the dentist. He's 69 years old. And I go, oh, how old's the patient we're talking about? He goes, our age. Our age? Look at our age. This guy's 20 years older than me. Almost choked on my sushi. I mean, I grew up watching MTV. This guy, black and white TV. He listens to the radio. Spotify. He's investing for capital preservation. I'm still investing for growth. And my daughters are not making it any better. You know that term, okay, boomer? Girls, put your phone away. Okay, boomer. Clean up the dishes. Okay, boomer. First of all, born 1972, Generation X. If they said, okay, X-Man, I'd be fine with that. So it's 1983, okay? That's the year I learned what a condom was used for. Let me set the stage. I'm 11 years old, I'm working in my Pop-Pop's pharmacy, my grandfather, okay? Best part about the pharmacy, the free comic books, the baseball cards, and discovering Penthouse on the top shelf. And I'm helping out doing the register, all right? Pop-Up has a couple rules. It's an old school push-button register, none of these fancy scanners. His rules are, items are either taxable or non-taxable. Pay attention. The non-taxable items are all medical. The taxable items are all sundry items. I'm 11, I don't know what sundry items are. I still don't. But pill counter pop-ups in the back in case I have any questions. Okay, first customer, I'm ready for this. Starting to get a line. Beef jerky. taxable. Hemorrhoid medication. I don't know what hemorrhoids are yet, but I'm going non-taxable. Pop up. Are these Trojan Stimulations Ultra Rib Premium Lubricant Extra Small 6-pack taxable or non-taxable? The customer's sweating, I don't know why. Pop jumps over the counter, comes running up. Blaine, I got this. After he finishes the line, time we learned about condoms, Blaine, come over here. When a man's penis has an erection, ooh, are those doors closed? He puts the condom on before he inserts it into the vagina, and it protects the sperm from impregnating the ovary. All I want to do is read my X-Men comic books. And I'm still too scarred to tell you about the time Nanny had to teach me what tampons were used for. Okay, here's the finale. You guys ready? Don't need the mic anymore. So I've never been one of those locker room guys. You know the guys that strut around the gym naked? It's not that I'm embarrassed about what I have down there. I mean, I'm maybe a little bit disproportional to my height. But nothing that my wife has ever complained about, if you know what I mean. But still, I'm just uncomfortable whipping out in public, which is why I like my urinal privacy. So let's break it down. You got your solo urinals, those are the best. Nobody's around to cramp your streamage. The worst are the trough. So ladies, if you don't know, the trough is like a gigantic gutter coming out of the floor. It's like peeing in an industrial sink. There's no barriers. It's the Wild West of urinals. I tried to conquer the trough once. 7th inning stretch, Fenway Park. I'm wearing my Yankees hat. That was a mistake. I go in the lines 10 deep. It's finally my turn. I unzip, whip it out. Nothing. Now they're starting to heckle me after 2 minutes. Hurry up, I gotta take a wicked pisser. Yankees suck. I finally realized I had pee stage fright. I had to fake the shake and zip it up. I left that day defeated, just like the Yankees. Now, I've thought a lot about this. We got one more. The triplets, okay? If everything plays by the rules, if you don't know, ladies, the triplets are the 3 in the row urinals, okay? So there's rules. If the first guy goes corner pocket, leaving a 1 urinal buffer, the next guy can go, right? It's perfect. The problem is, there's always that one guy who goes rogue. He goes middle urinal, nobody around. You look like that guy. Now it happened to me last week. It was a busy week last week. So I'm at a restaurant, going to the bathroom. There's my patient Seymour, middle urinal, nobody around. Seymour, whose name has been changed for HIPAA compliant reasons. Seymour left me no great choice. I either had to go shoulder to shoulder or go stall. And I didn't want to be one of those go stall guys, because then he'll think I pee sitting down. And that's only at 3 in the morning because my wife gets pissed when I miss the toilet. Literally and figuratively. So, the ones with sophisticated humor laugh at the end of that. So I did it. I went shoulder to shoulder with Seymour. I unzip, I whip it out. Give a little spit, get the salivary flow going, the liquid. Nothing. Now I have to give myself a mental pep talk. You got this, Dr. Langberg. I like to call myself Dr. Langberg in my head. Rolling river, waterfall, leaky faucet. Why the hell is Seymour still peeing? Guy's got the bladder the size of an elephant, and it sounds like a freaking fire hose. But then I see yellow, and I'm not talking a trickle. I'm talking full force Niagara Falls streamage. Thank you very much. Hope you guys have a great night.